I'll just import this in. Yep, nailed it, expertly done. I'll call it the 2. Because, I could modify all of the top slides, but instead, I'm gonna be lazy. Excuse you, sir. I am not drunk. Hello, Internet. It is I, your favorite podcast host that covers fanfiction, SneakyDevil. And this is Fanfiction Contempt Theater, 9002. Tonight we have Max Source and Atin, and joined by Zarlan. Someday I'll probably pronounce his name correctly.
It will be the day.
It will be a day.
I mean, someday when he's got a proper American name.
Sure, let's go with that. So, today's fic, of course, will be in the Discord, found in the panels down below, but I must also caution you, as per Twitch guidelines, do not contact this author, because apparently that's harassment, and that's against Twitch's guidelines. Twitch's guidelines require me to tell you this. Now, let us move on to the wonderful fic we have to start off the day with. So this is Hunger by Bake the Author. Taylor dies in the locker. She isn't too happy about this setback or the result, but at least she can try to be a hero, while trying not to indulge in the tasty snacks running around. Zombie Taylor, Alternative Universe, Taylor Multi-Harem, Warning, Character Death, and Lewdness.
Alright, first of all, what is that picture for the story?
I believe that's a brunette zombie. Smiling. In a stripper's outfit.
I think it's a
I
little top.
squarely blame Left 4 Dead for this.
No, I don't think this is Left 4 Dead's fault.
Sexy witches.
I'm
That
pretty
is-
sure it's Romero's fault. He's at fault at everything.
They
that
aren't
happens with the zombies.
supposed to. Have you actually looked at the witch
Max?
model?
Max, you know there are people out there that like that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
but
not
that's
saying they aren't wrong for the record. I'm just saying they like it.
like that doesn't make it Left 4 Dead's fault in this case.
They allowed it to exist.
Wait, actually, this picture looks familiar. Where the fuck would I have seen this?
Don't ask. You don't want know. You don't want to find out.
Alright, excellent. I hope you guys all appreciate the hard work I put in to update our top banner.
I hate you so
Just want to make sure everyone is still aware of the amount of effort that gets put into this.
0. The amount is 0.
Brains, thank you, Zex. I appreciate your contributions. Do. What the shit? Fiend. Wait. What? 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 What the fuck is wrong with your app? Jesus Christ, Zex. Time travel lesbianism. Okay.
What?
Yeah, Zex Flipper app discovered a Harry Potter fic in which female Harry Potter goes back in time, becomes a Dark Lord, and has sex with her past self.
What?
Yeah.
I almost want to read it because it will be terrible.
The Beast in the Woods. I'm worried about this. It's a Ruby Jurassic Park, so I guess we can cover that. Alright. Pre-story author note. Read this before continuing! Okay, so this was a recent plot bunny that the illustrious Skittles thought up for me. No, she doesn't have an account mainly so she can breed plot bunnies like a ravenous hentai tentacle monster breeds inside hapless explorers, but a problem putting them into words and verses. I have a feel. Oh, you think of ideas, but don't know which universe to put them into. That's a sign of a well-structured story. I have a feeling I'm going to regret doing this, or posting it, or both. But I owe her a favor, so this is why I'm writing it. The way we usually do things is I do stupid shit while she says stupid shit back to me, and then we both jack each other off. Blah, blah,
I
blah.
feel like that part wasn't quite included.
No, it wasn't, but that's basically what's happening.
I didn't say
And
you were wrong.
neither of us have read Worm past chapter 5. Blah, blah.
Hang on a second.
Um,
Do you mean chapter 5 of, like, do you mean part 5 of chapter 1 or
Oh,
chapter
sorry,
5?
sorry. As of posting chapter 5, we haven't read Worm.
She hadn't read all. Wait, so has the author read all of Worm?
I don't know. Probably not.
I mean,
Considering Worm authors these days.
okay, look, as long as this person he did this story for read at least past Leviathan, that's still a lot to work with.
I owe her help for all the... I owe her a story for all the help she's given me, so this is why I'm writing this story for her now. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to write this story, but I'm going to because of her. Blah, blah, blah. What happens if the undead were entered into the Worm universe? Blah, blah, blah. We watched zombie movies. Blah, blah, blah. We ate pizza. Why the fuck is he narrating his life? I sat down at a keyboard. Words were said. Keyboards were broken. Chairs were thrown.
Puppies were strangled, but we don't care.
Blah, blah. Jesus. This entire first chapter is an author's note.
Oh, boy, that's a winner.
Taylor's ability is like a dark variant of Alabaster's in that she can rebuild her body. Her weakness is that she doesn't have enough biomass to regenerate from a debilitating blow. On the other hand, she can eat people for biomass, so she's fucking prototype. Got it.
Yeah, I was about to say, she's just Alex Mercer.
Third,
Right.
fuck you, Skittles. This is not for children. If you haven't had sex yet, or have a problem with reading about gory things, or if you have an issue with morality, turn the fuck around goddamn now and hit that back button and leave. Actually, you don't get to say that on fanfiction.net.
Yeah, no, you don't.
You
The
actually
terms of
don't
service
get to
say
say
you
that.
don't get to do that. You're not allowed to put that on here.
There will be a sickening depiction of depraved events such as drug use, enslavement and rape of minors, graphic depictions of Taylor eating people, violent deaths of characters, sex with corpses, and vulgar language.
Okay.
You used to
now.
work for the feds. Could you do something about this?
Recorded your story. Please consider
Hey,
excavating.
uncaps that. You're a normal person.
Oh, I forgot caps lock is on. I have, because, I changed our sin counter.
I'm aware.
Yeah, guidelines are very specific. Fixed or not to be higher than a rating of M on this website. Just the moment you mention detailed description of death in first person, that is immediately MA.
Also, child pornography.
Yeah, that's a problem, buddy. Like, even ignoring fanfiction.net's guidelines, that's a problem.
I don't even know what to report it for. explicit
Can
content.
we select multiple? Is there a
No,
multiple?
there
option?
isn't.
Hang on, no. Well, no, there is. You can technically do other and then list everything out.
Okay, that's fair enough. All right, I'll just copy this.
Can we just copy paste their text?
Yes, actually. Thank you, Zeeks. I don't need the violent deaths of characters of children. Yep. Drug use. I don't know if that's illegal in this one. I'm not gonna put that in. Yeah. All right. So that about covers it. Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Enslavement and rape of children. Okay. 5, 3, 4, 3. Okay. 8, 2, 6, 2.
Oh no. Did their update break the website?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I think they broke the report
Press,
function.
no, wait. Press the update button. The round one. No, not the round one. The blue one. This one. Yeah, a couple of times.
Hold on.
Refresh button.
Hold on.
Wait, Sneaky, why do you have so many script blockers? Sneaky, you should only need like 2 of those at most.
Well, I know. Try this again. Well, Max, the answer to your question is I've never had viruses, so who really needs them? Okay. Well then.
I think the update to the website has broken the report function. Oh
I
wait,
guess
you didn't put the violation type. You just fixed that on the stream.
No.
Okay, I guess we'll just have to come back later.
I guess we can't report this story. All right.
We can't report it right now.
You know, there is a possibility that it was reported so many times that the admin just flipped it off and blocked the report button.
Alright, well, let's see what the reviews say. 31 people have favorited this story.
Excellent. That's 31 people we can tell the feds about.
Ah! Yes, sex is forbidden on fanfiction.net. Oh, yeah, more child porn. Yeah, yeah, I lied. I did not report this story because it won't let me.
Trust us. As soon as we can.
This chapter was deliciously, disturbingly delightful. A return of the Y boner.
I don't want to know anything about this story.
Jesus Christ.
No, the fewer answers I get, the happier I am.
Keep going. Dude, interesting chapter. So amazing. You're doing sweet.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
You know what I think angers me the most about seeing authors like this on fanfiction.net?
What?
The apparent lack of understanding that you do not need to depict horrible acts or even say I'm going to write out actual child porn. The implication is usually enough to make someone hate whatever character you're making do this.
Yes.
Like,
well,
in writing,
unless you're these
you
31 people who apparently love it.
I'm sure none of these people are supposed to hate them.
You don't need graphic depictions of things, implications, subtle details. Those usually get you further in writing. when it comes to wanting to depict the worst that humanity can offer.
All right. Well, let's move on to this then. This is given to us. Oh god, it's a storm wolf effect. Okay. This was given to us by Zaralan. This is a Ruby Jurassic Park crossover.
Yes.
He thought he was dead, but then he wasn't. He was put in a place he had never seen before and fought creatures he would have never imagined. Then he met the human child, Ruby Rose, who somehow found a way to tame the savagery that is the Indoraptor. Indoraptor
God,
times
no.
Ruby Rose. I'm just kidding about that one. She's not fucking the dinosaur.
Look, based on what we literally just read, I was willing to believe it.
I mean, she's not fucking the dinosaur yet. This was a year.
By the time Sneaky's done writing the story, though.
When this was a eureka moment in my head. Like, what would happen if the Indoraptor died? He was sent. Isn't it a she?
I actually have no clue. It was never
I-
specified in the movie.
I think the Indoraptor's referred to as a she. I'm not sure.
Yeah, something about making it less aggressive by making it female or something?
Well, that
I'm
it
not
was
sure
also
that's how it
common.
works.
It was common practice back in the original Jurassic Park to make them female in an attempt to prevent breeding and infighting.
Right.
So
Oh, Calvin.
even then, you could just claim it's a female for that alone.
You missed nothing, Nexus. You missed nothing. He also gets the tamed. I bet you know who tames him. No, author, we don't know who tames him. Who tames the Indoraptor?
Arms Master tames the end.
No, clearly it's Goku.
See,
Hear me out.
I
What
would've gone
about
for the
Coil?
I would have gone for the crack fic idea
Krillin?
and said it was Crow,
Oh.
because a
Yeah.
drunken Indoraptor can only be fun.
You just give me this idea. You are to blame.
I regret nothing. I will stand by my statement.
And
That was a
silence.
disturbing mental image. Alright, moving on.
What was it disturbing?
This is based 3 years before the events of Ruby began.
It's already painful.
Sex, what the fuck? Why are the... What have you... What?
Okay.
What is he just linked?
Oh no, what did Zex link?
What is that from?
You
know what? Don't answer the question. Don't even think about linking whatever the fuck that is. Just... You should probably just report it.
I feel like these are sex jokes.
I'm sure it is.
Are you hulking out? Yes, I'm hulking out. The last thing he remembered was getting impaled by that skull after the raptor pounced on him and they crashed through the roof. But how is he still alive? He laid there, questioning it as he was no longer in the building he died in, but instead of some unfamiliar woodland area. Wait, so this is the first problem that I sort of have when people try to write Indoraptor fics. Is I've seen it done a couple times, and they try to make the Indoraptor like super smart and shit, but then they write it like a human, and not like a really smart bird. Which, you know, dinosaurs are prequels to.
Prequels. Good Good job. I like that. That's a way to put that.
So, you know. Anyway, it's like when authors try to write kids and end up writing like middling, adults that are just like space battles competent. Was I expecting logic? Yes. Quiz question: how would you write that? Nailed it, Calvin. You absolutely nailed it.
What's the caveman impression?
The nearly 1 ton, 20 feet long hybrid predator slowly started to regain his footing as he was still in pain. He just didn't have horns going through his body now. He took a few steps forward with a limp of the leg. He then took a whiff of the air, and he couldn't be helped but feel the famished, and he hadn't eaten in a while. He smelled live prey not far from where he was laying down at and slowly crawled on all fours to get closer.
No, he didn't. A raptor would never be on all fours. That's not how dinosaurs work.
It's
Did you
in the
not
raptor.
watch
He
Jurassic
actually,
World? Like,
he actually walks on almost all the time on four.
yeah,
Oh,
that
That's
was
my fault. I didn't watch that because it's a stupid movie.
To be honest,
yeah,
I
there's
watched it only
there's
because
something
of the
conflicting
cloning.
about what you said, but okay.
What? It's a remake of the first one. The
Not
second one.
No,
Not
no,
really, no.
no, it's not,
No.
no. You're thinking of Star Wars Episode 7 to Star Wars Episode 4. I don't know how you got those mixed up, but I'm impressed. Like, there are references to the first one, but it's not a remake.
It's a direct sequel
Yeah.
to the original series.
Did you not know?
No, everyone said that like obviously I knew that it wasn't I knew it wasn't a I'm sorry. I should have been more clear when I said remake. I meant that it's the same basic story beats.
Okay, well, that's what Jurassic Park is, though. Hey guys, we made dinosaurs. Oh boy, I wonder how it goes wrong this time. Like, that is
That's why I
the
didn't want. No,
that's the
entire
premise of
series should have
Jurassic
stopped
Park.
like 3 movies ago. The entire series, not just the new stuff with Chris Pratt.
Like, that's like the
But-
premise of Jurassic Park,
but-
though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's
but
why I stopped
Jurassic
watching
World
it
was
because
a
that premise
fun-
is no longer interesting.
I don't know. I found Jurassic World to be pretty good.
I enjoyed it. I've
Uh.
watched it a couple times. I've watched it a couple times now. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
same.
actually
No,
interesting.
I
Like,
dragged my family to it. I dragged the other half of my family to it. I dragged Rob to it.
you fucking missed out. We should watch it together.
Jurassic
Fine.
World 2.
I'll find my Blu-ray rips of it. I got those lying around somewhere.
Alright, excellent.
Guys,
I'm down for
let
that.
me explain to you.
Jurassic
guys-
World 2 was a little bit less.
Yeah, it was
Guys.
okay.
They tried to be different with it at least, but it just.
But
Guys, one moment, please. Please watch this before getting any opinion on the last Jurassic World movie. This will help you. This helped me.
Well,
It's
I
just
watched.
Fuck
I-
Cinema Sins. Cinema Sins can literally eat out my asshole.
Wow, that was the most violent reaction I've ever heard to Cinema Sin.
Why do you?
Well, I am sure they're
Why do
fun.
you hate them so violently?
Because they used to be good, and now they're popular, and now they're like, oh, well, let's just shit out 10 bajillion videos of fucking generic-ass jokes and fucking pointless-ass sins that are just being put in there specifically for the purpose of saying it's a sin, just so they can make a video out of it.
That was their gimmick from the start.
Yeah, that's been their gimmick since day one, dude.
Okay,
They
but
do
like,
too-
their
they
first
do too.
videos were actually good, and I agreed with a lot of the points, and then I stopped watching around the time they started, like, pointing, like, oh, this is a sin. It's like, not really. Like, oh, Hiccup breathed incorrectly in this scene. Sin? What?
That was never a What the fuck are you on about?
I just made shit up, dude. I don't fucking remember their crap. No, all is remember I watched some of their videos at one point about a movie that I had liked, and they're like pointing out shit that was just completely not relevant to either the movie, the plot, or like any sort of fuck ups in the background. Like
okay, but they do that pretty
That's
frequently.
not what they're not a critique thing.
No, I'm not saying it's for critique. Like, it wasn't even funny. There was like, oh, there's a dragon in the background. Oh, sin. It's like, what? Was this supposed to be funny? At what point was I supposed to laugh? Like, I went through a couple of their videos not laughing once, and I was just like, were there supposed to be jokes here? Like, I get it. They're not supposed to be a critique thing. I didn't watch them for critiques. I watched them for jokes and them pointing out things actually, like...
Sneaky, their jokes changed. Accepted. The world changed. Even the...
Damn it, I will not accept things change!
Don't worry. I know everything looks like shit. I know your morning pancakes look like shit, but you need to start drinking. Drinking helps. Just a bit in the morning,
Of course
a bit
the
an hour
Russian
later.
advocates
No,
heavy
listen,
drinking.
listen here, you Russian bastard. You stop encouraging his alcoholism.
That's not me. That's American encouragement coming from South Park. Stan
You're not
had
helping.
The same disease.
You're
Stan
not
had
helping.
The same disease. And he started drinking. Everything turned out all right. Everything was smiling. Then he wanted to kill the duck president.
Look, no, I just Jurassic World 2, as far as that movie goes, I just didn't understand like half of the premise. It was like, oh, okay, we're gonna go back to the island. Okay, that makes sense. You know, it's an island with lots of stuff on it.
Yeah.
And
honestly,
then they were like, we're gonna
the
save
thing.
all the dinosaurs from the volcano. I was like, all right, you know, cost several million per dinosaur. Makes sense. You want to save them? Okay. Oh, also, we're gonna kidnap them actually for a rich guy. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know, rich guy's like, yo, we got $10 billion here. Go capture me a dinosaur. And they're like, fuck yeah, mercenaries. And then he was like, oh yeah, also I cloned my daughter, and I'm gonna give her a clone of a dinosaur, and the cloned dinosaur is gonna escape and also try and eat my cloned daughter. And it's just like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I listened to about half of what you just said, and it made me angry.
Here's the thing, Sneaky. About 40 minutes in the movie, I realized that this was not. I could just turn my brain off like I would with a Transformers movie.
I mean, yeah.
About halfway through, it's like
I still liked it. I still liked it. It was still like a good film to just sit and watch, but like,
yeah, it's probably better to laugh at with friends.
there was moments where I was just like, what? This plot's just coming out of left field. Yeah, no,
There was
it was
plot in
weird.
that movie. There was actually plot in that movie.
There was plot. It was weird. It was a fanfiction tier plot where suddenly there's drama because the cloned daughter is being attacked by a cloned dinosaur. Also, surprise, the daughter is cloned.
The War of the Clones. The Clone Wars has started.
Jurassic World 2, The Clone Wars.
I need you to stop talking.
just imagine a Velociraptor in Mandalorian armor and a jetpack.
I mean, here's the thing: if the Velociraptor is smart enough to understand the Mandalorian code, it can be done. After all, the Mandalorians don't care who you are or what you are, as long as you obey the rules.
And as long as you're really fucking
that
good
Velociraptor is a Mandalorian! Take him out!
No, you don't actually have to be good at mercenary work.
No, but it probably helps.
I mean, yeah, but there are many Mandalorians who just stay on Mandalore.
Yeah, exactly. The T-Rex got hit by the volcano, so it had to be put in Vader armor.
Sneaky, I need you to see if that exists. I need you to see if part of that exists.
I'm sure
Actually,
it exists.
No, there is a story about that. There's actual story.
No.
on this
I don't want a story.
T-Rex.
I just want art.
There's the T-Rex fighting Darth Vader, but no T-Rexes.
I am incredibly disappointed, Internet. Make this happen.
Hang on. I think I got you.
Oh, Max, what is Max found?
Let me. God, this looks so stupid.
No shit, it's a T-Rex
It's
wearing
supposed
Darth
to,
Vader
yes.
armor.
No, it's
That-
not the Vader armor. I'm gonna need a little bit Oh.
Well, that is about as dumb as I expected it to be.
Hmm.
You found porn? Oh my god! Okay, this is porn.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The
God
last one is
fucking,
porn.
I hate both of you. I absolutely despise both of you.
Oh, God bless you, Moth.
Excellently done.
You know, I can give you a fic where Taylor is fighting.
I know, I was gonna say, it would be even better if it was wearing Darth Vader armor, and they attached 2 tusks to the front of it that were lightsaber tusks.
Well, no. If you're gonna do that, then it should be.
Just as cool.
And
I hate all of you.
into the art folder.
I hate all of you. I absolutely hate every
No,
last
but Sneaky,
one of
if you're
you.
gonna put lightsaber tucks on it, then it clearly needs to be Pig Ganon.
I hate all of you.
No worries, Sneaky.
You're
It's
just
a
mad that
passing
I'm
fancy.
right.
It's a passing fancy, don't worry.
Yeah, I have heard of V. It was dumb. Anyway. Crawling on all fours, blah blah. He ate the prey, and then he was hungry, and then he saw there was Grim around him, and he was being surrounded by them, and then he roars at them, and then the Grim charge him, and then he grabs it by the throat with his jaws, and slams it into the ground. I just want to point out the Indoraptor's jaws are larger than like half of the Beowulf, so how it grabs the Beowulf by the throat to slam it into the ground, I'm not exactly sure.
Pretty sure that would have to be an alpha Beowulf. For that to
Skillfully.
happen.
Very skillfully.
What the shit is this Photoshop?
What?
Zeeks,
What?
why?
What?
Zeeks, why do you
Max,
do this?
what have you posted?
Oh my god, this is awesome.
Oh, hey, this is cool. I found an image that is relevant to the conversation of sorts.
Oh no.
There.
Oh yeah. And I will all the way the image.
I'll be.
Alright, well,
This is actually cool.
I kind of approve of that one more than the rest of them, but that's like a tentative
That's-
approval.
I don't have such a huge repository of Jurassic Park images, but I have some. I'll go look for it.
Anyway, so he slams the Beowulf, and then they grab him and start biting him, and he's screaming in pain. And any normal animal would have given up, but he wasn't no normal animal, and there was no way he was dying twice in one day. And then he rammed 3 of them with his face, and then grabbed another and crushed it. And then another one jumped up behind him, and then he turned around and ate it. And then he leapt at the remaining one, and he shoved his foot down its throat. And then he used his hands to pull in the second and third one, and rammed them into a tree, and then used the tree to crush them. And then he was catching his breath, and then he heard more Grim on the horizon. And then he moved quickly, and then he broke the neck of another Grim that had leapt at him. But his adrenaline was running out. He couldn't stay standing from all the scratching from the beasts. And then he collapsed on the ground. And then he saw a little girl in a red hood in front of him. Ruby Rose was terrified of the massive creature when she saw it fighting the Grim. And then she saw all the wounds on the beast. And then she decided to get closer. And then as she did, it collapsed. And she knew it wasn't a Grim, because Grim don't attack Grim. And she has never seen a beast like this before. And she got closer, and she saw how big the animal was. And then she was looking at it, and she saw the scars, and the claws, and the bite marks that marked its body. She then reached cautiously for its head. Cautiously, because she was afraid it might wake up. "Don't worry, big guy, I'll take care of you," she said as she petted the unconscious creature's head.
Oh, adorable.
Wow, this is like Rius levels of luck. Just, I'm gonna go take a walk, and oh, what's that? I'm now in, like, the German mountains? Oh, hey person that just got conveniently excommunicated from their family? Do you want to, like, be my minion?
Pretty much.
Yes.
I did succeed in finding a T-Rex invader armor, technically.
You
Not
did.
quite how I expected, but it's there.
That
I'm
is...
pretty sure. I have no clue if this is real or if this is just someone pranking the local store.
I am unsure how to feel about that. What the shit is this thing you sent? Oh, yes. Yes, what if all of the raptors were raptor girls? Is that Professor X?
For some reason, that's Professor Plutonium, isn't it?
Whatever. My little
That's
girls aren't monsters. The lolicons whose money makes this amusement park possible are the true monsters. I mean, he's not wrong. If you're making
They are in fact correct.
if you're being paid money to make lolly dinosaur girls, the guy with the money is the true monster in this case.
Yeah.
Do something useful for once in your life and open Gate 9 for me. Gate 9? But the T-Rex is way too old. Gate 9. Grr, newborn mongrels, huh? Grrr, get off my island.
Can I just say, you know what? I'm okay with the T-Rex being just the buffest thing in existence.
Big sister T-Rex.
Ah, yes.
Oh god fucking damn it. Mosasaurus. Why did you make it a lolly? Why is it so thick?
Why do
What?
you continue asking questions?
Why is it a thick lolly? Who does this?
I'm going to write a fic with this. I'm going to make a fucking fic with this.
Sneaky,
Needs more
look at the
Mario
Look at the
Crown.
degeneracy coming from our chat.
God damn it, you degenerates.
I'm writing. No, that's it. I'm writing a fic about this. I'm seriously going to write it. This is awesome.
Alright, sure, Zarlin. I'm sure you can. Pull it off, but I'll be keeping that though.
I can give you another one. I have
Look,
more.
I have a Jurassic Park folder. Okay, I put all the art in there.
That isn't art. That's degeneracy.
How about this one?
Mosasaurus lolly is cute. Would pat out of 10. Oh yeah, I've seen some of that. DeviantArt's really like obsessed with the Raptor Girl thing. Not I'm not really sure why, but
Harry Lefferts. Harry Lefferts. The only answer we all need.
yeah.
If you don't know who that is, you are not. You never was on space battles.
Anyway, back to not that. So let's see, we got here. We already did a worm fic. Already did a ruby fic. How about a Fallout Elder Scrolls fic? Are you guys feeling that?
No, please, no Fallout. Everything that starts with Fallout is usually turns to shit these days. I know only 2 good Fallouts.
Just
Oh,
like
good!
the actual Fallout
And-
games themselves.
No, I mean
Topical.
not a fun type of shit, the boring one, where this is just a wonk of how Fallout works.
Oh well, you
I-
don't worry, Zarlan. Oh, don't worry. That's exactly what happens here.
Wait, didn't we cover this one a long ass time ago?
I don't believe
What?
we did.
What? Are you sure? I think we did
I'm
chapter 1.
no, I'm pretty sure we didn't because it's completed in 2015, which was long before we started this podcast, and I only pull off the top of the front page. But this fic is here specifically because Zex Flipper recommended it to me, and I hate it. So good job, Zex. This story will start off after the Broken Steel events. I'm going to change things up and end the Fallout 3 storyline a bit differently. There will also be... Oh, so, by the way, this is a Fallout original character teleports into Skyrim and becomes the Dragonborn.
I would have been
fuck?
far more interested in becomes the Dragonborn's sidekick.
Yeah, that would have been more interesting.
Like, hang on, boss, I got a shotgun for this kind of situation. What's a shotgun?
It's a
Like-
blunderbuss, except with standardized ammunition.
What's a
Sneaky.
blunderbuss?
No,
Sneaky,
they have
remember-
blunderbusses.
Sneaky,
Since
remember my
when
rant
does
about
the Elder Scrolls have
the game
blunderbuss?
fic that I was going to do with
Worms.
Taylor Worm?
What about Worm?
Remember I was telling you and in my rant about the fic I was going to write where Taylor basically falls asleep and plays a game as a main character while she's sleeping and she retains her abilities and
Yeah, I think I remember seeing a story like that.
yeah, it was one with the Hulky game where Henrietta was doing with Call of Duty and
Oh,
there
no,
is
no,
one
no,
of
that
the
one
fic-
too. That was good. No, I'm talking about specifically a fic where Taylor falls asleep, and no, sorry, it wasn't she
Green.
falls asleep.
You mean
It-
Grind? You mean Grind? It's
Oh.
on special velocity where she goes into
No,
games.
no, it's Leet made a tech that got stolen, and then Taylor's dad bought it from the guy who stole it and gave it to Taylor. And whenever she plays a video game, she ends up inside the video game as that character. And then whenever she leaves the video game, she gets the powers that she unlocked to that point.
Interesting. No, well, this
It's dead.
my dear. Okay. Also, sneaky. I found this fic. It took me some time, but I found it. This is the worst kind of crack fix. Literally the worst. They're not even funny. They're just retarded. Remember the videos that I linked about Brian and how George
Yes,
R.
yes,
Martin
yes.
described him? Yeah, this is literally the encapsulation of his description of fic. This is not a crack fic that is funny. This is crack that has a lot. It's basically many thousand words tour. But this is so brilliantly so bad. It's not funny. It's absolutely sad and pathetic and infuriating. But this is just brilliantly. It's literally push all the red buttons of the bad fig.
All right,
You really need to
we'll
read it.
get to it. We have an hour and a half to go, so.
Don't remind me.
Anyway. Although this story is going to be T, it's going to have M-rated language and violence and other stuff. I just put it as T so more people would see it. Illegal.
Okay.
Can we report this story? Sneaky, let's see if the report system's working.
We'll try and report this story too. Fuck, man, I am boring my ass off, an Enclave soldier said, whined as he and his partner were patrolling the Adams Air Force Base. And it's hot as hell in this armor.
Okay, A, no, it's not. B, terrible English. C, I don't think the Enclave would ever let their soldiers get away with that.
No. The Enclave's partner next to him and said in quiet way, I'm sure it is, Keith. What? The Enclave identified as Keith. Easy on the huffing. Remember, it's puff puff pass, not puff 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 puff.
Well, no, Sneaky, technically that was just one continuous puff.
This is not a puff, this is my medicine, actually.
Uh-huh, your medicine.
No, actually, I'm serious, this is a medicine. I can link you if you want.
No, we
We
believe
prefer to stay off the FBI's most wanted list.
jokes have to happen on this show sometime.
The fuck is this grammar?
A joke
I don't
about
know.
me actually suffocating is not funny.
Oh, don't worry. Half of us are there already. The Enclave identified as Keith what? Enclave identified as Keith. Whew, okay. Continued to say, without punctuation, hey Tom, do you know who doesn't get patrol duty when it's this fucking hot? Tom then said, I'm sure you're going to tell me. Oh good, he's ripping straight off of a skit that I've heard before.
Oh, yeah.
Jenkins. I bet Jenkins is having his nice warm meal right now. You know I had terminal duty for 8 weeks.
Why would you be jealous of a guy having a hot meal when you're complaining about being hot?
I don't know. Because he's poorly ripping
boy,
off the skit.
it's 90 degrees out. I want me some fucking chicken noodle soup, piping hot. No. I want an ice cream sandwich.
What will you do for Klondike bar?
Somebody actually eats this shit.
8 weeks, man! As Tom turned a corner, Keith continued to whine, and they made one fucking complaint. One fucking complaint. About the to Jenkins, and the next thing I know, I'm patrol.
Yes, generally complaining about your superior officer gets them to do mean things to you.
Jenkins gets my terminal duty while I'm stuck on patrol duty with you. Once he turned, he saw his partner disappear. Tom? Keith said. Hey Tom, you there? He quickly grabbed his plasma pistol and said in frightened way, This isn't funny, man, Tom.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. This person clearly doesn't know anything about Fallout either, because an Enclave soldier in power armor doesn't have a plasma pistol.
Yeah, they have...
They have rifles.
Yeah. Yeah, here.
And no Enclave soldier will be turning around like a freaking virgin like this. They will be opening fire at everything that moves after this one.
Tom's voice said from an opened door, I thought I heard something. Oh yeah, Keith said as he holstered his pistol on his side. What did you hear, ghost? As Keith laughed, he saw a pool of blood with Tom in the middle of it. Parentheses 1. End parentheses. Before he could do anything, a voice said, yeah, I guess you could say something like that. As Keith grabbed his pistol, a shimmer moved in front of him and the ghost sliced Keith's neck. As blood was coming out from his wound, the ghost grabbed its plasma pistol and shot Keith in the head, killing him instantly. As the ghost finally appeared, it revealed to be none other than Blackheart, the lone wanderer. Huh, Blackheart said. I guess this new armor that Rothschild built is a success. Basically, it was the winterized T-51B armor, with the power armor from the Brotherhood of Steel and the Chinese stealth suit overlapped on it.
What? That's the dumbest fucking shit.
Blackheart was impressed when Rothschild first showed him his new armor when he awoke from his 2-week
I have
coma.
so many Okay, first of all, T-51. First of all, that there is no such thing as Brotherhood power armor. Like, the Brotherhood just uses normal. They use T-45 through T-51 armor. Like,
Maybe he means the coloring.
that's possible, but then they still said Brotherhood power armor, which doesn't specify anything. Like,
Yeah.
now they've just said generic power armor with a Chinese stealth suit overlay on it. Like, congratulations, that... So, a generic suit of power armor...
Alright, Calvin, see you.
See you,
Alright.
Calvin.
Flashback mode. It gets
Oh,
worse.
hi, Calvin.
Don't worry. This is where it gets worse, guys. Flashback. As Blackheart
Please-
opened his
please
eyes
no.
after Project Purity, his entire body felt sore. Hold on there, an old man voice said. You don't want to strain yourself. When Blackheart's eyes saw Elder Lions, he said, Hey, old man. A Lions laughed and said, I see you survived the massive radiation the reactor gave off. It's a miracle you two
Listen,
survived.
I have to rant about how much I hate that ending.
Dude, I so hate that ending.
Especially when you have Fox with you. Like,
Oh,
unless you... The
Mm.
only way you can get Fox to go in there is if you have, like... If you're, like, the maximum possible good karma. And then Fox will do it for you.
Yeah, because otherwise doesn't he say something like, no, this is something you have to face on your own or something?
Oh, yeah, no. It's the stupidest thing. It's like, my friend, I will not deprive you of your moment of glory. I'm like, get the fuck in there!
Or even
My
worse,
friend, this is your responsibility. You are literally immune to radiation.
or even better is when you send the sergeant in.
Atin. You know the funny part? Sorry, step to the side. You just remind me that thing about Taylor dreaming up as she plays games. She retains. She can't take equipment with her, but she retains the abilities in the next game. Imagine her learning something to teleport others. When the NPC stops and tells her to go inside, I'll guard while you fight the boss. She teleports the NPC to the boss. NPC is technically invulnerable. And she sits and watches the two titans duke it out.
Anyway,
But no,
was...
sending sergeant in or something. That's what pissed me off the most, though. Is when you're like, hey, robot, get in there and press the buttons. He's like, all right, got it, sir. And he goes in and presses the buttons. You're like, wow, that's great. So now I don't die to radiation. Nope, still died to radiation.
No. My personal favorite part of that is even if you send like the people that are completely immune to radiation too. Like, here's the thing, right? If you sent in a companion who would die from the radiation poisoning like you, I would understand the ending where Three Dog's like, dude, you're a dick. You did not learn the value of sacrifice and being a good person. But even if you get someone like Fox or a ghoul or
Charon.
a robot to do it,
Yeah.
he's Three Dog is still like, oh, you're a bad person, you are. I'm like, what? I sent the guy who's completely immune to radiation to push the buttons. I did nothing wrong. Fuck you, Bethesda. Fuck you and your lazy writing. New Vegas did it way better, and they're a better studio than you.
Yeah, more or less. I'm looking ahead for Outer Worlds. What? Yeah, Max?
No, I was just agreeing. Like, I kind of know what scene you guys are talking about, and I'm just like, I bet New Vegas would have had a thing of like, wow, that was surprisingly intelligent of you to send in the guy who can't die to this particular poison.
Oh yeah, no.
No, that's literally a
exactly.
moment in New Vegas, Max.
One of the quests, yes.
Was that a main quest? Because I'm not remembering it, and I
No,
definitely didn't get all.
Yeah,
I didn't get every side quest in that.
There
game.
was a main quest. You had to acquire a Gek, and
No, Sneaky, acquiring the Gek is completely Fallout 3.
No. In one of the mutant facilities, vaults. One of the vaults that the mutants were in. You can free a mutant, and he can go get the Gek for you. Isn't that?
You're talking about Fox, and you're
Shit.
talking about Fallout 3.
Fuck, I had Tale of Two Wastelands installed on New Vegas, so
Yeah, you're still stupid.
I know. My apologies. Anyway, so blah 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 shit
I love how
dialogue.
self-assured Sneaky felt.
Dude, it's last
You
played.
just so sure.
And I'm just like, no, you're wrong.
Last played Fallout New Vegas. 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Look, the last time I played New Vegas was probably over a year ago, and I still remember. Look,
I guess
what
that
was
instead.
It finally got to him.
Apparently, people who like Lone Dragonborn don't read humor stories. Interesting.
I thought it was Lone Wanderer.
Well, Lone Dragonborn's the name of the story.
Oh, he edited it. That's why. It said Lone Wanderer, and apparently he just edited that.
What?
The comment was originally people who like Lone Wanderer have no sense of humor, and he edited the comment say Lone Dragonborn.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so blah blah blah, shit dialogue, blah blah, you've been in a coma, blah blah, what happened, Project Purity's functioning, we're giving everyone water, blah blah blah, unfortunately the Enclave, blah 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 blah, this is literally just in-game stuff. When he got up, he felt like his entire body was somehow light. Whoa, what is? It appears your body went through a change. Change? When he looked in the mirror, his eyes widened. He went from a small, skinny person to 6-foot, well-built man. Parentheses, 2.
boy, that's a heck of a change.
What the hell? What happened to me? I wish I knew. But from what we analyzed of your body somehow mutated from being exposed to the radiation. As Blackheart saw his Pip-Boy, he put it on and looked through his skill sheet. He was amazed. All of his skills were now 100, and all of his stats were now 10, including luck.
Holy fuck.
I hate this author.
I hereby give you the title Paladin Knight. You're part of the Brotherhood of Steel. Of course you are. Now go to Rothschild. He has a gift for you. Blah, 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 blah. Wake up, Lions.
Did this person ever have to deal with Scribe Rothschild?
Apparently.
Rothschild hates your guts.
After he visited Rothschild, he rushed down the Rothschild, and everyone stood in awe of him because he was so big, buff, and beautiful now. Blah, 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 blah. Rothschild led him to an armory where a black metal suit waited for him. Blackheart's air was knocked out from his lungs when he saw this armor. The body structure itself was based on the Brotherhood power armor.
Once again, does not exist.
But the shoulder blades were from the winterized T51B power armor. And the suit...
so it was completely the same power armor, and I was right, and the author is stupid.
And the suit itself was more fitted than being heavy and bulky.
Well, then it's not power armor, is it?
We made you a bunch of power armor. Oh, neat. What does it look like? Oh, well, we removed all the armor from it, so it's just really sleek and cool looking.
So basically, zero protection, all the style, and rash where...
Style points, man. But the coolest part was the helmet. It was the Chinese stealth suit helmet. It was black, his favorite color. Parentheses 3.
Not sure why that's.
They
Edge
literally
plus
just took the helmet of the Chinese stealth suit and...
Yeah,
Oh my fucking god.
that's all it is.
That is
Yes, they
not
did.
how that works. At all. As you know, the armors you had on an interesting attributes to it. So while you slept, I had the opportunity to take the abilities from each armor and put it into one armor.
No, take the ability from each armor into one. Let's be clear how bad the grammar is.
Yeah.
It's even worse because it's like that is not a thing. It's not a thing at all. Like, oh, the Chinese stealth suit gave you invisibility because the entire suit was set up to give you a photoreactive cover. Just taking the helmet from the stealth suit does not make your armor suddenly turn invisible.
It will make his head turn invisible, but he'll turn to Dullahan then. New class?
New class, rank up.
Yeah, new class Dullahan.
I hate this. I hate this so much. The body itself was from the original armor from the Brotherhood, but I took the metal plating from the winterized T-51B power armor. And not only will this armor power up your body, but it is almost indestructible so that you can never repair it.
So that you can never repair... What? This armor is indestructible, so you can't repair it.
I think they meant so that you never need to repair it, but they're too stupid and have too poor grammar to get that correct.
And like 3,000 people like this.
we took plates from the T-51 and put it on the power armor. So you took power armor plates and put it on the power armor.
And it'll power up his body. It'll power up his body.
And thanks to the cloaking device from the Chinese stealth armor you had, I installed it into the armor so you can sneak up on your enemies.
Rothschild, you're a genius.
It's one of my favorite inventions I ever create.
Let's see, 670 people favorited this story.
670 people need to learn how to fucking spell.
I like this review here. Really disappointed with what I've seen. Has all the hallmarks of an edgy story written by a frustrated high school student. We got the dark and gloomy name that only most certainly cartoonishly evil parents would ever name their child. Blackheart. What was it? What was their name? Spydar Poison Blood? Because the bandits will run when they think of spiders?
Something like that.
That's great.
I still love the meta acknowledgement that one author did with D-Train Dark. Do I really have to call you D-Train Dark? Yes, no one can know my true name. I fucking hate you, little brother.
See, here's the thing, right? When I read that, I was like, oh, please, please be a good story.
And then it wasn't. Because D-Train Dark!
I was like, you were so close. So close. You were right there. You were self-aware for a half second.
Also, not only that, he's got a special armor not available in the game that is a mashup of the 3 best suits in the game made from scratch in 2 weeks. Not to mention the super armor is a combination of T-51 and T-45, with the latter being outdated and inferior in every form. Mixing them together makes no sense. The sheer volume of cursing makes him seem immature, and to top it off, he is a cringy caricature of a womanizer. Oh boy, I can't wait till we get to that part. You said you were going for a Captain America vibe, but beyond having superhuman physical abilities, they have nothing in common. Speaking of which,
hold on a minute. Let's be clear. Let's check off the list of things that are not Steve Rogers. Disrespecting women? Check. Being an asshole? Check.
having
Using
power
bad
armor?
language? Check. Having power armor? Check.
I was going
Starting
for a
out as an
captain.
inherently good person who was weak, and then being given superhuman abilities because the guy who made the super serum was actually intelligent.
Is there? Oh.
Beyond mixing of gameplay elements like special stats and skills into the non-video game stat story, one in which the main character can somehow view their stats like it's an RPG, is a nasty combination of pointless and nonsensical. Special stats and skills are in the game for the player's convenience and do not exactly exist in canon. Just like how fast traveling is not a power of any of the main characters, it's just there to make the game fun. Also, raising all of his skills to 100 from radiation? Did his brain mutate the complete knowledge of medicine, science, and repair? I'm starting to ramble, but between how obnoxious the main character is and the many grammatical errors and general lack of logic presented in the few chapters has made this thoroughly enjoyable. I'm out. For fuck's sake, the skills represent a mix of experience and knowledge with natural aptitude. I'd be like a guy becoming a surgeon, a pilot, and a master coder the day after being bitten by a radioactive spider. See how
Listen here, you
retarded
leave
that-
Spider-Man alone. He's precious.
See how retarded that sounds? Also, rolling in power armor breaks the power armor. It's not designed to do that.
This
God
guy
damn
got
it.
through 5 chapters before posting a review.
He is more tolerable than we are.
I was gonna say, you know what? Can we get that guy on the show?
No, he's a guest. Oh no, that guy is in fact not a guest.
Yeah, no, I was like, he's got a name. He may have created an account just to spite that individual.
Only favorited 33 stories.
You know what? Based on the way he reviewed that one story, I'd be willing to look through that man's favorite.
When was the account
Whoa.
created?
Ooh.
He's got Inquisitor Caro. He can't be all bad.
He's got Zulu Squad.
I didn't read that, so.
Ooh, it's really bad. It's Spec Ops: The Line crossing over into Zero.
What? Why?
What?
Wait, why?
She summons all of the soldiers from Spec Ops: The Line, and then they
But
leave
no,
her.
Sneaky, here's the important question. That also summon White Phosphorus.
She is White Phosphorus.
Does it summon White Phosphorus that you are required to launch because the story demands it in an area with constantly and infinitely spawning enemies such that you can never progress without ever firing it, and then tries to make you feel bad?
Way to fucking destroy the illusion of choice, by the way, guys. Good job on that scene.
Oh
God. That especially made me angry because everyone was like, oh, Spec Ops: The Line is so good, and I picked it up cheap and I was ready to experience a pretty...
Yeah.
And gameplay-wise, it was okay.
No,
And
here's
up
the thing.
until that scene, I liked everything that was happening.
Yeah, gameplay and story wise, it's like, oh, this is great, gets the thing. We don't have a choice. Ha! 2 hours later, I have run out of ammo, and I've gone through probably 60 or so enemies.
Oh yeah,
What
no,
the fuck?
because here's the thing, right? It's like, here's the thing, right? It's like we're gonna use it because like your guys seconds before you launch White Phosphorus are like, hey man, like they see the White Phosphorus, it's like, hey, let's not shoot White Phosphorus, and I was like, oh yeah, I've heard about that. It's terrible. Let's not fire it. Like even at our enemies.
Yeah, let's
let
not
alone
commit
the fact
war
that there are
crimes.
possibly civilians in the area. Let's just not shoot it. And I went through, I don't know how many rounds. I went through like 2 guns.
Oh, I stayed there for quite a while shooting people. I was just
Yeah,
like,
no, I probably sat there for 2 hours shooting people.
Yeah.
And then I probably sat there for another 10 minutes after I ran out of ammo, letting my guys just shoot people.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, this isn't fair. If you,
And then
'cause
I was
when
like,
you,
okay, fine. I guess I have to shoot the white phosphorus to progress. And then not even 5 minutes later, they're like, oh, you shot civilians with it. You're so... Fuck you, game.
well, that's the worst part because the game's like you get to the end of the game's like you did all that, you made the choice. Like, no,
No, I
game,
didn't. I had
I made
zero
the
choice,
choice.
game.
I made the choice to waste 2 hours trying to beat you until I realized you were just going to infinitely spawn enemies. At which case, your narrative completely breaks down.
What the fuck is this?
What?
Chapter 62 review. I don't understand.
First of all, this person made it to chapter 62.
Yep. I don't
Well, first of all,
understand.
there are 62 chapters.
Oh, there's 82 chapters.
Why?
There's 260k words.
Author's farewell.
Oh, did he? So that's why the story ended. I don't
Okay,
get
I
it.
wanna-
So this is the review. I don't get it. Blackheart is a werewolf, and now he can turn into a vampire lord? This sort of insanity wouldn't be too out of place for Sheogorath now. At least that little Bosmer child can grow up to be part of the companions when she's older, though. I guess a child was introduced into the story for drama. Also, Chapter 60 review. I just realized the Daedric rifle is a anti-material rifle.
Daedric
I
rifle.
feel
Daedric
like if
rifle.
you're going to use technology to make a Daedric rifle, it probably should be significantly stronger. I feel like this
Listen
thing
here.
should probably
Listen
be
here.
literally shooting souls.
Listen here. If I have a Daedric rifle, it better be just a Wabbajack that I can aim.
Like, whatever this thing
No,
is,
Atin.
it should just
7
be literally
Wabajacks.
point-click win.
You're right.
7 Wabajacks
wait,
on a
wait.
rotating cylinder.
I was just say, can we get a Wabbajack minigun?
And every single time it fires, it has to make the noise, wah! Wow, 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 wow.
Wait, no, Sneaky, I have one better. A Wabbajack shotgun. Each pellet is a Wabbajack.
It shoots Wabajacks.
Yes. What's the joke from... Oh, yeah. It's a it's a Wabbajack that fires Wabbajacks that explode into Wabbajacks.
My favorite was the Borderlands gun that shoots knives.
No, it didn't shoot knives. It
There's
shot
literally in
forward.
Borderlands 3 there is a gun that shoots knives.
Borderlands 3 doesn't exist.
Guys, you'll
It
never beat
doesn't
Postal
Sneaky's
2.
heart, damn it.
Guys, you never built Postal 2. You can show up a shotgun up the cat's ass and shoot cats.
Fuck off, you know exactly what I'm saying. Anyway, blah blah blah. So all the reviews are like, lol, this is so great. Anyway.
Damn it, I have a shotgun and I have a cat. Give me a moment, I'll be back.
Wait, what's this shit? Last chapter of the Lone Dragonborn. I don't know which side of Civil War to choose, so I made it my own.
Oh, so they were lazy and they took the best option from Fallout New Vegas. Look at me, I'm smarter than all of you. I run the robots now.
Believe it or not, below it kind of stories come to an end. Reading all the reviews made me want to continue it. I cried when I read your reviews and how much you loved this story and wanted me to continue. I'm just gonna point this out right now.
Get your fucking cat away from the damn mic.
He's communicating. He doesn't like the shotgun shoved up his ass.
I would just like to point out that
Solve the problem.
That my story It has 6 chapters with only 66k words. Has nearly as many favorites and 200 more follows.
And it's still going. He's muted again.
Damn it, Starland. Stop squeezing your cat.
That's a loud fucking cat. Like, Enable's cat wasn't that loud. That thing was a shithead.
I'm pretty sure he just put his cat directly in front of his microphone.
Daedric Brotherhood armor. Daedric rifles. Wait, and I know some of you are annoyed that Blackheart will also have a semblance and an aura.
Wait, hang on. That means
What?
that the story's complete. The story
What?
isn't. Oh, okay. So he finished it and he continued the adventures into another universe?
No. No.
He did.
Oh
It's
no.
No.
It's
No.
a Ruby crossover.
Ruby enters alone Dragonborn. Ah, Max, he did what we did, except he actually finished his story, but it's shit. Ah,
My soul hurts a little.
why do all the stories that are garbage actually continue? Why?
Ugh.
43 chapters. 167,000 words.
I look at this and I ask the same thing I ask of my first few stories I wrote. Why did this continue? Why didn't someone stop me? Oh, jeez.
Mm. Also, how you can tell he's a shit author. What makes Kingdom Hearts the best game in the world? The storyline.
Look, I love Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts to death. The story's nonsense. The story is complete and utter garbage nonsense.
It's a cash
And
grab.
yet,
What do you want? It's a
the
cash
most
grab.
the most annoying thing about Kingdom Hearts is that if you play from everything I've heard from people who played all the games, if you
I've played
play
all the
them
games.
all- Now, here's the thing: if you play them all, you can understand what's happening in the story. It's just stupid.
That's what I'm saying. I understand what's going on, and it's stupid.
Like,
Alright.
that's
Here's the
the
thing,
most
right?
infuriating thing about it,
It was
probably.
okay. Everything was relatively okay. But Birth by Sleep really messed a lot of stuff up because it threw a lot of nonsense. But Dream Drop Distance put time travel in.
Sneaky is the fix that I linked you. The super dump version of a crack fig.
Let's go. Naruto High School D times D. Here we go. I'm just trying to find shit that
Please
doesn't.
no. Please no. Please no. I hate Naruto.
Yada
because
yada.
Shall I go find a clip of Jotaro doing that little bit for you, Sneaky?
Yes. Nikki, you might want to start using tags in Flipper instead of profile URL to vet your faves. What I do to make Rex better, only really good shit fed as a source instead of everything I slightly like. I mean, that's fair enough. But, you know, I'm pretty bad at tagging shit, so. I've also favorited, like, 962 fixed, so I'm not making 962 auto tags.
Alright. Here you go, Sneaky. I'll just drop this in our little private chat. There you go.
Wait, what did you send him?
I sent him a video clip.
Why did you looking up Rotten Ravan? Why did you try to look up that shit?
Why? Why, Zex? Why did you post that?
What did he post?
He posted a shit post literally about Hagrid coming to tell Harry that he's a wizard, but he takes a
Oh,
shit in the middle of it and disappears his shit.
that little. Yeah, I saw that snippet.
Sneaky's mission is to cause us all as much pain as possible. If you're here, that's why. Well, yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Here we go. Ruby Fate's Day Night. Featuring such characters as Emia, Scathach, John, and Raven.
He'll fuck at least 3 of them.
Probably.
You mean all of?
No, I mean 3 of them.
Alright, there you go. A new sword is forged! AU! John was not a prodigy like his sisters. He was weak, but he had a will made of iron. One day, he meets a man with strange gold eyes, and from there on, he will be forged into something new, but we'll learn on his path to become a hero, he may have to do questionable things. Different John will be walking around Remnant, first fic ever, influenced by Fate's Day arc.
Shit-inspired shit.
Yep.
This
Hi everyone, this is my first time making fic. I've always enjoyed reading some of great stories on this site, so I thought I would have a give go. This fic was inspired and influenced by my favorite Ruby Fate crossovers called Fate's Day Arc by Destarza, even though it's not in the crossover section and hasn't been updated in 2 years, sadly. Also, I don't know how to use punctuation, so go easy on me. I honestly don't know how, or don't think this will be anywhere near as good as that story, but I want to try to tell me if I should just give up after this or keep going.
You should give up. You should give up because I don't know how you
Favorites!
I don't know how your brain even automatic breathing.
1,439. Suffer. Suffer knowing that this story had 1,439 people that said this is an amazing story.
What that means to me is there's 1,409 people who don't have autonomic breathing. That's what it means.
Oh boy, he asked for people to submit heroic spirits for John to summon.
So if we're lucky, Sneaky,
boy.
if we're lucky, the people will spend so much effort trying to submit heroic spirits, they'll forget to breathe long enough that they pass out and die. That's the only salvation.
This is so great. Can someone make this a manga?
No.
Nobody have such a screwy arms to do it. They need to grow them out of their assholes.
Alright, my knowledge about both series and worlds is super minuscule, but the story you cooked up has me hooked. Why are you reading this then? I don't know Fate's Day Night, and I also don't know Ruby, but I'm gonna read this fanfiction about them both crossing over. First, I really enjoy the relationship you have. It's like a father-like adoration from dejected boy, but Shiro is helping someone. And now that John feels older, he feels like Shiro is an older brother. I like your idea of different paths as well. Like when John blew up for Shiro keeping him in the dark. We, the readers, know Shiro kept quiet because he knew Raven was stalking him, but John had no idea and just thought his teacher was holding out on him. The different paths really helped during the Ark family fiasco, too. Speaking of which, you said you had a hard time with it, but I think you did amazing on this story. I fucking love this story so much! You should kill Shiro later. Oh, Jesus Christ. John times all female fake Grand Order servants, please. Oh,
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry. Did he say all?
yes.
That's a lot of writing. Hang on a second.
Anyway. My spelling and grammar are gonna suck, so, ass fuck, let's go. It was just another peaceful
God.
afternoon in the town of Dragon Tales.
That's a lot.
You could hear the musical chirping of birds in the trees, and the small talk of the townsfolk, but if you were to listen carefully, you could almost make something out in the distance. Excellently timed, Cat. Well done. Alexander Julius Ark.
Sneaky's dead.
Something finally broke him.
A terrifying scream. A terrifying screamed came from a woman on a bed as she crushed the nearby man's hand. I'll kill you for doing this to me. Wow, so original. It's not like every single fucking pregnancy on big media has her say that. She continued as the man seemed to almost collapse on himself under the
Look,
woman's
here's my
intense
problem with this.
glare.
That's not how most of them go.
No, it's really
Like,
not.
Look, I know Ruby isn't quite as well off as modern Earth is, but they have painkillers. They have epidurals.
The man was Alexander R. could be considered very handsome, with his blonde hair and blue eyes. Deep blue eyes. The deepest blue eyes that you would ever see. And add in his natural tan, and it would be easy to see why he captured the eyes of many women in his life. Sadly for them, only one woman ever managed to tangle him in the sheets. Just kidding, capture his heart.
Deepest, bluest, my head is like a shark fin. Where is the little cool J when you need him?
Come on, dear, you're almost done it. Screw you, Alex, you did this
Can we
to
just
me.
skip this part? Like, God, this is so...
She's always so violent when she's pregnant. Blah, 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 blah. Shit character introductions. Generic pregnancy scene. 4 daughters. He loved his daughters. Just one more push. That's easy for you to say. Wah.
You know, normally there's a doctor doing this.
Yeah, fuck you.
They're old style. She's in the field. She's probably in the field.
Congratulations, it's a twins. You have a healthy boy. You have a healthy boy and girly.
Did they actually say that?
Yeah.
They do. They do.
Misspelled homophones, misspellings, terrible grammar, shitty pregnancy scene, Gene and John arc. Or Joan, I mean, it really depends on how you pronounce it.
Just for information, I already pulled the trigger. My cat is dead.
That's unfortunate.
Well, you
Alex
performed a
looked
mercy.
at his wife with a deadpan and asked dryly, "Won't that get confusing?" The glare he got in return made him wisely shut up. Sometimes his wife could be scarier than the grim.
No, see, this is the other.
He's
reason.
right.
This is the other reason that we that painkillers are given during pregnancy. It's so that we guys can do things like name our children Optimus Prime, and the wife can't do anything about it.
Oh my god.
I will name my child Naruto, and you can't stop me. I'm kidding.
No,
I love
I
you.
remember there was some story.
I will be
Yeah.
required to drive up to wherever you are at that time and beat your shit in.
No,
I guess I'll move across the ocean.
Sneaky, I will pay for the plane ticket for you to go do it in my place.
Anyway, as I
Come
was
to
saying,
Russia. We won't beat you up. We just knife you in a subway.
No, listen, I'll be fine if I go to Russia. I'm not a gay man.
what if you have to live your life as a gay man from now on to get away from some pedophilia crime?
Why do you think? No, you know what? I don't want to know.
Alright. Blah blah, blaring of alarms. It's 6 years later. It's a 6-year-old boy getting out of the bed. He was
As
an
far as I
average
know,
boy.
Most 6-year-old children do not have alarms. The alarm is mom going, "Get up for school, you little shit."
Atin is the Kyubi.
No, I think we tried an alarm in my room for a short time around that age. I didn't know how to set it though, so it's fucking useless.
Which, I mean, that's why they need a parent to do it.
Anyway.
Because here's the thing, right? An alarm clock can't roll you out of bed or pour water on your face.
Well, they can now.
I mean, they can't yet. They're almost there.
No, they
you're
can
gonna have to
now.
clarify,
It's a hell of a
Bob.
Rube Goldberg, but like.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
We're there. We've been there, and we're just waiting for the fucking
Normal
robot
people
maid.
do not have Rube Goldberg machines in their homes to awaken them. Or their children.
Well, those people are lame. We do not associate
That
with
means
them.
you're lame. You don't have a Rube Goldberg machine to wake you up.
Because this isn't my house. If it was, I probably would.
You're still lame. Because you don't have one. By
It's
your
not
own
my
logic.
Okay. Listen, I am lame, not by choice in this instance. It is not my house. I'm not going to fuck up someone else's walls and ceiling.
Why do I feel like that's a line that would have come out of Greece?
I didn't choose the lame life chose
And
me.
I realize I've massively dated myself by bringing up the movie Grease. But I'm okay with that.
Atin, your boomer is showing. Quick, hide it. The kids are here. Hi, Axel. Welcome to this lovely, lovely podcast of ours, where we cry about how horrible the fanfiction this day is. Alright, so his messy blonde hair and deep blue eyes.
Please stop. Oh my god, it actually says deep blue. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it straight up says deep blue. It's just, put one
You
more
can
on the Hitler counter. Yeah.
You can understand though why I assumed that you were.
Oh no, I
adding
am fully aware that you think I am mocking this fic. I'm not mocking this fic. I am reading this fic word for word.
No, we are mocking the fic, but
Deepest, bluest, my head is like a shark fin. Where is the local J? He'll be summoned by these words.
why does someone suddenly think I'm the Kyubi?
I don't know how they made that connection, but they did.
Hey, we have a guy show. We just had a guy show up who writes Ruby fan fiction.
I
and
haven't
streamed.
streamed. No,
You should run.
Axel, I stream twice a week.
Yeah. The recent stream drought was what, like a week and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It would have been 2 weeks, but he decided
that
fuck
was
it.
holidays too.
Many
down the
months ago. I don't know, Axel. I've been streaming twice a week for like the past 2 years now. So
I'm sorry. How
say,
am I a fox?
Quite literally the past 2 years.
yeah. If you
That's
notice the
Banner
two,
Sword.
On the banner. The expertly added 2. Sneaky, for fuck's sake. What did I do now?
I don't know. I want to know why I'm all of a sudden a fox.
Why is Max a mutilated fox, and what did I
think
do
they
wrong?
mean multi-tailed, Sneaky.
Oh yeah, that's multi-tailed. Jeez, that
you might
hyphen
have.
is super important.
You might have.
Yeah,
Alex.
it is.
Well, welcome back then. It's nice having you here. Always love more people here. Welcome to the pit of sarcasm and suffering. Hold on now. We have not had any sarcasm today, only suffering.
I mean, my entire existence is sarcasm, but...
Anyway, so, while this YA novel is going, the 6-year-old is apparently waking up because all of his sisters are going off to, their combat schools at 13, and he was super jealous of his older sister, Arturia.
I'm sorry, I was talking to someone. What did you just say?
He
I
was
don't like where
pretty
this is-
jealous of his second oldest sister, Arturia, going off to combat school.
He'll fuck them, won't he?
Yeah, probably. I mean, Max could probably pull out a mutilated fox as well. Wow. Wow. It was in September. I just checked the Discord. Oh. Well then.
Well then.
We have been streaming since September. In fact, I even ping everyone usually.
Yeah. Also, you know what? I'm okay with Arturia being in this story.
Yeah.
Because I hate her and I think she's the worst saber. So
Well,
I'm
she
fine
is
with
the
her
she is
suffering.
objectively the worst saber. This is true.
And I don't just mean in terms of like skill. I mean in terms of like everything. She's
No.
annoying. She's mopey. Look, all I'm saying is her creepy kid is better.
Yeah.
Well, let me
Yeah.
rephrase that. Creepy conceived child is better.
Wait, are you only familiar with Lancer Artoria?
What?
I said she's the worst saber, not Lancer.
No, she has a Lancer class that is.
I'm
mopey
aware she
and
has a Lancer class,
creepy.
but I'm talking about saber.
Mordred is justice.
Guys,
Mordred
nothing
is
beats fluffy
best.
tail. Nothing beats the fluffy tail.
No,
Fluffy tail.
Mysterious Heroine X is the best saber.
I
only
think
like
she's an assassin.
Mysterious Heroine
Actually,
X because she
I
exists
think.
because of a shitpost. Also, she's an assassin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's an assassin.
She is the best saber.
No, she's the best
She's an
anti-saber.
assassin.
She's the best anti-saber.
Saber.
She's an assassin.
I know I have this picture somewhere. It's here somewhere. It's here somewhere.
Yes, Nexus, we are all aware that Mysterious Heroine X is a shitpost.
Save and do it. Where is it? Come on. Oh, that was a great picture, and I can't find it now. I'm really disappointed in myself. Oh wait, no, I'm getting close. I'm getting near it. There it is.
What? Nexus?
This is the best.
God damn you.
Why did they give her that face?
They didn't. Because of how the figurines work, you can mix and match pieces. So they took
No,
Aqua's face from Konosuba.
No, I meant why did the fucking OP give her that?
Because
Because the
Seiba
OP is
destroyed the
having
Grail!
Guys, we'll redo Lord of the Rings, but we'll do it with fake characters.
Oh god.
Who is going to be the Frodo?
Clearly Jackie.
Yeah, clearly. No, that's terrible.
Nothing could go wrong giving Jackie the One Ring. Come on. What could possibly happen?
Okay, but wait, then who's Sam? Kid Gill?
Yes.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Alexander Kid. Alex Kid.
No, I think Kid Gill would be better. We can have Mary or Pippin be Kid Alex. Also,
So-
Archer just needs to be Legolas just needs to be normal Gill.
I mean, I was gonna say Emiya, but
No, he's way too edgy and useless to be Legolas.
Emiya?
Yeah, but Archer Gill is too much of an asshole. Like,
Good point.
you could make it Robin Hood.
Oh,
He's
Right.
he's okay as a character.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he has the horrifying thing of if I poison you, I can explode your body. But like Legolas could do that, right?
No, but he could
yeah,
shield
totally.
surf.
Anyway,
I mean,
so back to
Legolas
the
could
point.
shoot you in a way that makes it look like you explode, right?
Yes.
So back to this shit story. Blah blah blah. Arturia. He got dressed and he made his way out of his room. And then his neighbor across the hall was closing his door. "Good morning, John," came the happy, pure greeting from his neighbor, and John couldn't help but smile.
I'm sorry. Happy pure greeting. What is that?
Yes, the happy, pure greeting.
Like what? They opened the door and they said hello, and some doves burst out behind them.
No,
Maybe
this
a
is
Disney princess.
this is
was singing.
Jean d'Arc we're talking about here. There isn't no cursing. Yes, this is a This is a family-friendly podcast. Okay.
It is? Ah, shit.
Well, fuck. Alright, good morning to you too, Jean. Jean, Ark, his twin sister, what the fuck is this sentence? Jean, Ark, his twin sister, they both look pretty similar if you just counted them both having deep blue eyes and blonde hair, and that only if their oldest sibling had the type of combination high hair and eye color.
If Artoria is the oldest sibling, that's also wrong.
No,
Yeah.
she's second oldest.
It's then who the fuck is the oldest? Who else has blonde hair, blue eyes?
Wait, so Arturia doesn't have blonde hair and blue eyes?
No, Arturia's blonde-haired and green-eyed.
Oh, okay.
I
His sister
think.
had
Okay,
her hair
but she's still
flowing,
blonde-haired.
Pretty
and
sure
she was
she's
in a cute pink
got green
hoodie,
eyes.
and it made her look very adorable.
Oh, I might be thinking of Nero.
Possibly. Nero, second best saber.
I'm going to miss Arturia, blah
Nero's
blah, blah 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 blah.
Nero is amazing, but she loses to Mordred. I'm sorry.
I'm not having a waifu war with you.
Yeah, no waifu wars here, okay?
You're right. It's not a waifu war.
Blah blah, oldest
It's two
sister,
different
Olivia, blah blah blah, Jean liked everyone. Blah, bang! The door slammed open, and blah, oldest sister... Mordred.
I'm now even more angry at this author.
Also, Artoria is blonde hair, green eyed. So,
Walking towards them with a scary scowl. Mordred
Actually, so
Arc,
is-
which for some reason is still lowercase.
actually,
Had-
no, wait,
Also-
Mordred is also
also-
blonde hair, green eyed.
She is. Also, I would like to point out Mordred and Arturia existing in the same family.
Yes. Mordred Arc had blonde hair and green eyes, and she got them from her grandmother on the father's side. That's
Not how genetics works.
not how... Yeah, no, that's not how genetics works, because green
I was
eyes
gonna say,
would require...
we can draw the little box. You know, the little boxes they had you draw in science class.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're now sisters, because the author likes fate granddaughter or something. I don't know. Punnett squares.
Punnett squares, thank you.
Yeah. It's only been 8 years.
Let's not think about that, shall we?
Ah, Zarlan is putting up the Putin confusion device that will spook the mics.
It just has a music box now.
Yeah! First he was
Had a
shotgunning his cat, and now he's twisting a music box.
He's doing everything he can to try not to suffer. Little does he know it will not work.
Exactly. The young
I'm
Ark
calming
boy
myself.
didn't get along with Mordred because Mordred was mean.
Mordred isn't mean, though, as long as you don't call her a girl.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What are you squirts doing blocking the hallway? If we don't hurry, Her Majesty will be displeased with us, referring to Arturia. Hi, I'm an unoriginal Ruby author. I'm just gonna blatantly pick up the backstories of other female characters from different series and use them instead as all siblings. But they're still gonna basically act like their backstories
I'm still
are
gonna
real.
get the characters wrong because I'm useless.
Yeah. Ruby genetics are crazy. Raven eye color equals plus Tai Yang eye color equals mixed eye color. I mean, like... Hi, Shota. I mean, like, you know... You can get away with that sort of stuff, usually, in Ruby and other, like, you know, fanfiction stories, because it doesn't always have to be, like, genetics, because you're fucking up people with pink hair and shit, and it's just like... Alright, fine. Like that one story that took gumption with the Naruto fairy tale story, where Naruto was like, I ate chakra to survive for 3 years. And it was just like, no.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a... The twins. No. So, it was a fairy tale Naruto story in which Naruto went on a field trip to the fairy tale verse for a class project.
God, that stupid thing.
And he then got left behind by the class in the fairy tale universe.
Oh yeah,
and,
they just left him behind.
And then
And he was
starving.
Eaten.
Yeah, he was eating chakra for several years. So because he was starving, because he never got to eat food, because no one ever gave him food.
And we were just like, that's not how this works. It's not how
Yeah.
any of this works.
That's not how any of this works. But then he like ate food and suddenly had like super muscles. He was chock full of it. Yeah.
Leave.
Don't leave.
No, don't actually leave.
Anyway, so blah blah blah. Mordred stomping around, slouching around, and Arturia, who looked like a copy of Mordred but with less a wild look and more elegance. And she's wearing Arturia's outfit from Fate Stay Night without the armor. And her gaze shifted from her rebellious sister and moved to the twins. They both straightened up when their sister looked at them. There was a reason, after all, that Mordred referred to her as Her Majesty, and that was because of how king-like Arturia felt.
Why would you say king-like, author? Why not just queen-like? Because I understand it's because the author's stupid, but here's the problem. This isn't the Fate universe, so there's no reason for anyone to refer to Arturia as a king.
Anyway, so blah blah blah, stop standing there, take a seat, no one said anything. This is so awkward, thought... This is awkward. Where the thoughts of the twines?
Okay then.
Oh, is Zarlan talking? Because I muted him.
Good job, Sneaky.
I'm back with
Okay.
vengeance.
Well, no, because Zex was saying something about LGBT SJWs and doing it deliberately. Oh. Oh, to the king comment. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I was like, did Zarlan say something and I didn't hear him because I had muted him because of the music box and Zex was replying to it?
No, it's just
No, I said something because what you read just was Chainsaw Massacre.
Ah, yes, of course. After a few minutes and blah blah blah, and then the mother came in super pretty and beautiful, and she had 7 twins, and her name is June, and she had more twins. And then Lily came in, and she looked like Arturia, but wore a white dress. Okay.
All the cyber faces.
Okay,
All
so
the
it's
cyber
supposed to be
faces.
Saber Lily. All right, that's no, stop, please.
Good morning, everyone. She walked in and had breakfast. Hello, mother. Good morning, mom. Hi, mom.
God, I hate this.
Everyone ate at the table. And people were bickering and arguing about swordsmanship. And Alexander Ark, why does he keep not uppercasing? Why does he keep including the last name, but not uppercasing it? This is actually making me mad.
I don't know why they keep including the last name. Like I'm going to assume that every person in this house is part of the fucking Ark family.
Anyway, so he was a full-time huntsman and blah blah blah, and John looked up to his dad, and he wanted to be a huntsman, and the dad walked in, and he's wearing a cape with the Ark family symbol on it, and Alexander Ark looked like a knight you hear in the stories, and they shouted "Dad" and "Father" and ran to him, and he hugged them and he smiled. Okay, slow down, don't lose your heads. Come on, let's go eat breakfast. Taking on hordes of Grim has made me hunger.
Of course, because you just go out for a casual morning bit of a grim
Grim
murder.
slang, duh. Yeah, doesn't everyone?
Sneaky, I think I understand why he's referring him to full name.
I
Because
mean, like,
Alexander Ark is as after puppet.
it,
He
uh,
wants to be the father of all the cyber faces.
oh, gee, that's.
Oh, hey
horrible.
guys, look, we got a response. Nope. But I sure wish I was, since your story breaks nearly every rule of this website. Thank you, Grammarly.
Good old Grammarly, saving your ass since
From looking
when-
like
when
a
up the fucking
bigger
30s,
idiot than you usually are.
Yeah.
I wonder if the author's gonna go somewhere with that, because like straight up, they are breaking multiple rules. So
Like, what are you, an admin? No, I'm just someone who doesn't want to see a story about child rape on a website for children.
Yeah. Like, I don't care if you're writing it for someone else. Like, the second your friend goes, yeah, so I want you to put child sex in there, you should have been like, and we're done here. You're also no longer my friend.
Oh yeah, you guys missed the child rape story we encountered earlier, where the author was like, there's gonna be necrophilia and child rape.
And zombie-
enslavement and
zombie
rape of child.
And
Oh yeah, he also enslaves them.
Zombie rape. Don't forget the zombie rape.
And the zombie rapes people too, yeah. Yep.
No. Someone rapes zombies.
No,
that's
the
just
zombie is
necrophilia.
the raping one.
No. Someone alive is raping zombies. Necrophilia. Remember?
Yes. The necrophilia is because the zombie is raping people.
No.
Look,
it's when
who
someone
cares?
raping-
It's all wrong.
But it's wrong in a slightly different way each time.
No, it's still wrong.
I don't care. They're degenerates, and I'll kill them all.
This is acceptable.
And this will ban the channel.
No, I'm pretty sure
No,
saying we should
Stinky
kill
said much
pedophiles.
worse.
I am fairly certain saying we should kill pedophiles that enslave and rape children is completely within user standards.
I mean, I don't think it is, but I don't think anybody's
I don't think anyone's
confused.
gonna have a problem with us saying that.
Except the people who, say that age is just a number. In which case, those people need to be told that you're right. It is a number, a very important number,
A jail cell is just another room.
a padded one that you can't leave.
No, they can definitely leave it. Make sure to tell the whole cell block about their opinions.
Just talk with your soulmates about those numbers, those important numbers.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they'll be very receptive.
And very much provide you with the needed assistance to calculate these numbers.
Anyway, blah blah, Dragon Knight of the Winter Valkyrie, or whatever the fuck it is. Blah blah, day is super tiring, and, oh boy, John's father works for Ozpin doing super secret missions. And then they all waved to Arturia when she went off to combat school, because apparently she doesn't come back anymore. She never visits home again. Apparently this is a boarding combat school, even though Signal wasn't.
Interesting.
Blah blah blah. Then they went to town, and his family trained, and John couldn't wait to also train. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Hey John. John screamed, jumping out of his seat. His dad was laughing at him. You alright there? You alight there, son. Why did his father just say he's setting someone's son on fire?
Oh no.
You alight their son!
Oh dear. What
Jesus
the
Christ.
fuck does he let his kids get up to?
No, I think the reason John's so terrified is because his father is the one lighting him on fire.
Yes, exactly. Yes, lights his son on fire. You alight their son?
John's father is
I
secretly
think
evil
you're-
Tai Yang.
I think you're misusing a light. Yeah, that's not what a light means, but
We know, but the joke is too much fun.
Are you gay, son? Because you seem to be flaming.
God damn it, Sneaky.
you are too proud of yourself for that shitty
That is now the second worst joke I've ever heard from Sneaky.
Thank you. How is Fanfictions picked for this? Basically what I do is I either go onto the website and pick everything off of the front page, or I use Zex's fic recommender fic app to give me fics I want to read, and when I read them and I go, wow, this is absolutely shit, I put on the list of fics to show you all.
Don't forget, you're forgetting one of the most important things, the way we originally did it.
I
We
just
went
said
to
that.
most-
If you fucking listen to me, you
said
inept
we picked
shit
stuff
brain.
off the front page. Not
Yes.
that we would randomly pick a section and just hit updated.
Yes, the front page of a section. There is no front page of fanfiction.net.
I mean, there is. It just doesn't
This
have...
isn't Reddit.
Would being Reddit improve fanfiction.net?
No!
I'm aware.
Not at all.
I miss the good old days, Sneaky, when you'd set certain tags and just read 5, 6, and 8 pages in.
Oh, yeah.
You would just read the summaries while we did random shit for some reason.
You never give me proper feedback. I don't know what kind of feedback to give you. I sometimes like the stories it recommends to me, and I sometimes fucking hate them. I mean, it's not a problem with your device, Zex. It's literally a problem with the other people that also favorited these stories. It's not an app error. It's just pure user error. I once came across a fic that was about Carden getting kicked out by his roommates for being a jerk. The only person he could turn to was John, who lived with the daughter he had with Pyrrha before she died. John let him move in, and then they fall in love. Remember, kids, being gay is a choice.
This must be an AU fic. Like modern day AU or something.
Good old fanfiction regressing us to the 1960s.
So, are we done? It's
Not yet.
9:01.
Let's finish up this fic.
Why? Why? No, there's... Sneaky, you don't have to.
Modern day AU. Okay.
You don't have to... Yeah, I figured that was modern day AU.
I mean, I just want to see where it goes from here. Okay, so blah blah blah, fairy tales. What's your favorite fairy tales? It's the Crimson Stained Hero. His dad made a face. What did I say wrong, though? What's got you, Dad? John, sit down. Son, this has been a story that's passed from father to son, from arc to arc. And he gives him a sword. And it's literally John's sword.
Yep.
This is Procamore. This legendary weapon ancestors used in their journeys. I want you to have it. I want to give it to you once you're strong enough. I swear, Dad, I'll train. Dad just smiled, although Alex would one day find out because all the focus he put into installing things about legacy, tradition, and never going back on your word to his children, that John had taken all of that on board, especially the last one. So he will one day learn what it would cost for his son to become strong, just as he promised. 5 years later, clash. Again.
And that was when John learned that the abuse of steroids never ends well.
Exactly, pretty much.
Nobody in Ruby Fiction actually learned this.
I mean, to be fair, if Carden's anything to go by, you could apparently just abuse the hell out of him if you're a hunter, or it takes care of him.
Yes, Axel puts it perfectly. I swear, Dad, I'll somehow forge papers to get into the highly prestigious school despite not even knowing how to tie my shoes properly.
See, here's the thing, right? I like to imagine that when he says that, he forged their... He just wrote out on a piece of stationery with crayon, John Arc Ken goes to Beacon. And Ozpin was like, yeah, I'll let this kid in just to see where this goes.
Seems legit.
No, here's the thing, right? Because I let Ozpin the chess master just goes, we'll just see what happens.
Well, Axel, now that you said that, now I have to get a picture of an extra large bee blushing in Japanese.
Okay, shut the fuck up and finish the story, because I have food to eat.
Damn, that's a large-ass bee. It ain't blushing, though.
Well, yeah, Sneaky, that's because you're finding the largest thing to exist from Japan. It's like the tarantula hawk, and it's a wasp that kills tarantulas and lays its eggs in them.
Why is the stream still going?
Now you just have a bunch of blushing Japanese girls.
No, I am not searching that, Axel.
No. He's not that stupid.
Blah, blah, blah. John sucks. He's really bad. But he's got super big will. But he really sucks at sword stuff. And John is super sad. What am I do wrong? He was happy when he could start training, but now he hates himself because he's so bad at stuff. John, I do not think you can huntsman, so we will cease your training. And John was sad. I know you are sad, son, but this is the best. Okay, father, I understand. I'll just go now, I guess. And then he ran away. And it had been a week since training, and John never left the room.
And his father doesn't do anything to stop it.
And then...
well, my kid just ran out. He's
No,
sad,
he came back.
Whatever.
John was not doing healthy, and he was childish, but being told dream of becoming hero had been crushed by his own father, had made him feel so empty and lost. And then blah blah blah, John is sad. The last time, June, I said no. But why, Alex? Haven't you seen what it's doing to him? Why won't you just train him? She sounded so tired. John kept listening. His dad was fast to respond, because I don't have time for it. Jean needs training, in the complex form of the arc fighting style. And I will need to train Lucy and Lily soon.
What? No, hold on a minute. I'm going to neglect one child to train the other ones in the super strong style. See, that always annoys me. Oh, he's weak, so I'm not going to train him in the special style that will make him strong like his sibling. What?
Yeah, maybe if you weren't on a quest for Ozpin all the time, you still won't tell me what you're doing with him. You know all of that is classified, but I do them so I can make sure everyone is safe.
Hold on, I can't tell you what I'm doing, but I can tell you who I'm doing it for, and that it's classified.
Yes. Also, I can't waste any more time with John. John felt the silence. So is that how you see your time spent with your son? His mother's voice was nothing but a whisper. I didn't mean it like that. Then what did you mean? Oh, for fuck's sake, June, do you want John to die? Because that's what will happen if we go down this road of a huntsman. Slap! The sound of flesh hitting flesh rang out and echoed all of the evidence leading to that his dad just got himself slapped. The sound of heavy breathing and whimpering were now coming from down the stairs. For a moment, John thought it was his dad crying, but that theory was disproven as the sound was definitely coming from his mother. I know he will die, but I can't see him sad. Don't you understand how sad he is? Why won't you help him? June, it's okay. John will move on from this. John didn't know how to process this, so he went away. It had been 6 months time skip since the shouting match, and blah blah blah. His mom gave birth to a girl named Rose Ark, and everyone loved her. Lily and Lucy did more training with Dad, and they would be going to combat school soon. And John is really sad, and he's still sad about not being able to be a huntsman. And he's moping about, and he's narrating about how his dad's training everyone to be a huntsman but him. And he's sad. And he realized he was going to make a big mistake. And then he walked up to a man inside an alleyway. And the man had white hair and tan skin. And, hey, mister, you alright? And the eyes of blue turned into a pair of intense gold. It was from this moment a broken sword would forge a new sword to take its place. Emiya, capital letters Emiya, is going to help someone become a hero of justice. So, kid, you want to be a hero, huh? The man who name John learned was Shiro asked him. After John had offered his help to the white hair man, which it had led to them making some small talk, and John quickly learned that even though the mysterious man looked and sometimes was intimidating, there seemed to be something more to him, so John talked to him, which led to Shiro talking and asking him what his life goal was.
Sneaky, deep breaths. You are becoming
know what?
hysterical.
No, there's no punctuation! That is a paragraph sentence!
He is correct. You know what? I'm tired of all these things where John gets an edgy mentor. You know what, Max? How about we get a story where you want to know who mentors John? Dante. Dante mentors John.
Which Dante?
Actually, by the way,
Devil May Cry. The proper Devil May Cry game.
yeah. Yes. By the way, most frustrating thing whenever I see shit like this, like, oh, he's just not taking the style. Hey, here's an idea, a man who's apparently from a famous family, according to the fandom.
Hire
You should ask.
someone.
You should ask Ozpin if he knows anyone that can teach his son a sword and shield style. Like,
Yeah, I
seriously,
know,
dude.
right?
If the problem is he doesn't take to the family style, find another one. Christ, it's not
No,
hard.
Max, clearly he is just shit at swords. Don't you know anything? If you're bad at one style of swords, then you're just bad at swords?
Well, Sneaky, unfortunately,
Like-
we're gonna have to ban Sex because he doesn't like Devil May Cry.
I support his decision, so get fucked.
Max, it's 2 against 1. We can outmod him. No.
Don't worry, I'm the god admin.
I know that's how it works.
Ban me then.
Like,
Yes, I want to be
Fuck,
strong, I want to be hero, I gave my word I would achieve it no matter the cost. You are fool, but so was I. I can't make you a hero, kid, but I can teach you how to be stronger. Oh boy. Yep. Olivia arc, 21. Blonde light blue. Arturia arc, 18. Blonde green. Looks like Saber from Fate Stay Night. Mordred
Oh
arc,
my god, you lazy sack of shit.
15. Hair blonde, eyes green. Looks like Mordred from Fate. Jean arc, 12. Blonde, deep blue. Looks like Jean from Fate Apocrypha. Lily arc, 10. Blonde, green. Looks like Saber Lily from Fate Grand Order. Lucy arc, 10. Blonde, brown. Looks like Lucy Harphilia from Fairy Tail. Rose arc, age 6 months. Hair light blonde, seemingly near white. Eyes blue.
Anyway, author, you should go ahead and stop writing. Better for everyone if you just do that now.
Jesus Christ. It's just.
this one kind of hurt. Like, I couldn't even see anything that would be like, oh, this might be an interesting idea.
No, at no point in
hurts.
time was I interested in any of this. And, like, it doesn't help. Like, it's almost guaranteed that this Arc family is never going to be seen again in later chapters.
No, why? The sisters will be seen. He's going to fuck them.
No, this isn't a betrayal fic. Come on. This isn't a Naruto betrayal fic where Naruto gets kicked out by his family at age 6 and then makes a deal with the Ten Tails that's stored inside him because it's the shell of the Ten Tails, while his sisters got the Yang and the other sister got the Yin and the other sister got the chakra. Because I've seen that story before. And then he gathers the Ten Tails chakra again without retrieving it from his sisters. And then he convinces his sisters and his mother to fall in love with him. Because apparently this is a common trope in the Naruto section, and I don't understand why.
I just don't like talking about it. I don't like how often it comes up in that section.
I'm pretty sure I know the reason for it. There was this huge ass run several years ago that Naruto is unworthy of Hinata because he's absolutely pathetic moron that only a mother will love. Well, here you go.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, cool. Stream is done then, yeah?
Alright, so, basically, Friday I'm going to be working 12 hours again, so expect a 1-ish hour stream, maybe 1 hour and 30 minutes, depending on how quickly I get home. It's supposed to snow until, like, Sunday, so I don't know how good the roads are going to be.
Mom!
It's really sad. I have 102 followers, but only, like, 4 of them show up regularly. I miss the days when we had like 15 people in here. We that was going good for a while. But yeah, So we'll see you Friday because there's always more and it always gets worse.